the social issues behind everything. So I'll be talking about everything. Nothing's off guards, off the table. You'll learn about my old style opinions and my old school thinking about things, and how I think and feel about current events. So today is July 10th, 2017. Things that are going on in the world today. Well, I checked my Facebook feed. I am a social media junkie. I also do enjoy now, again, Twitter. Twitter's really political though, much more so than Facebook, which is fine with me, but it's just, it was a lot to handle this morning too. I also use Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+. I don't really I use YouTube obviously, but I don't really get into any of those other video ones. Probably should, considering I do video. So maybe we'll expand into that in the next coming weeks. But let me talk about some things that are on the forefront of thought today. So a lot going on politically. To lay it all on the table, I am a conservative. I might even be considered a Republican. I am, again, 36 years old. I am not 66. I'm younger, and I'm a Republican. It's a rarity. In fact, I'm reading Dangerous by Milo, and I'm going to botch his last name, so I won't even try it, Yepapapavis, or whatever it is. I'll put a link to his book down below for you. But I am reading his book. He is a right-winger, or whatever you would call him. He's not a liberal, and he's not a leftist. Actually, I think he identifies as a libertarian, which may very well be my identification too, but I'm not really, I say labels so that you understand things, but I don't truly believe necessarily in labels, so it's hard to label people because then you kind of put them in a big clump of other people, and they might very well be different from those other people, so it's kind of unjust and unfair to do so. But what's going on in the world today? So his book was released July 4th. He is somebody who's toured around the college campuses because he is young, he is gay, good-looking, white male. He is, to put it lightly, he's not even put it lightly, he's hated by a lot. Because of his views, and I think that's going on a lot today. So the idea that you can disagree with somebody without being a belligerent asshole seems to be not the norm anymore, which is odd. During the political season, I was definitely for Trump. Didn't put all my eggs in his basket at first. I really wanted Ben Carson. I thought he was a good example for Americans to relate to, his struggle. I liked the fact that he had to kick and fight for everything he had. And I think that's the American dream, really, is to not get anything easily and make a good go out of something out of nothing. If you can do that, then you can really do anything in life. And I think that kind of boils down to what he does. What are you doing?
I can say hi to you.
I'm busy. I told you that I was filming and not to come out here.
Yeah, like...
Yeah. Bye.
Hey, what? Hey, get that!
Thanks.
Duchess, or Bella, whatever your name is.
Leave her alone. I'll let her in when I come in. Anyways. So he's definitely being targeted for his thoughts and opinions.
Come on, Bella.
Trump haters are too, or Trump supporters are being targeted as well. So it's hard. I got my husband a Trump hat during the election season and told him, or a Trump shirt actually, not a Trump hat, and told him that if he was going to go out, he should be cautious and bring his gun, even though we live in Arizona. But he got a lot of support. He was surprised, and that was right before he got elected. So it kind of made me think that maybe we had a fighting chance back then if there wasn't that much hostility towards him. But Trump kind of changed everything for everybody, and he kind of put people into categories. And if you didn't agree with Hillary, you were labeled. And if you didn't like Hillary, you were labeled. And if you started to talk bad about Hillary's past, then you were more than labeled. You might even been killed. So there was a lot going on around the election time, and there was a lot of things that were going back and forth on social media. Now, I am the black sheep of my family by many regards. One of them would be that I think differently politically. I am not a Democrat, nor am I a Catholic. These two things in my family are taboo. In fact, they would much rather you be an atheist than maybe a Christian. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too far, but my sister's husband's an atheist, so and I think they give him a little bit more respect than they give me. So lo and behold. So I formulated my opinions on my own, and that's what I came to on my own, and that's what I'll encourage my young adults here going forward, that my thoughts and views are my thoughts and views, your thoughts and views are going to be different. They might be similar in a lot of regards, but they're going to be different in a lot of regards too, and that's going to make you unique to your generation and unique as an individual. But you need to research those ideas and thoughts and feelings. So that's kind of what I've tried to lay in front of them. So the discourse online, I really want to have a discussion with. I don't understand why we can't disagree politically or even in life and be okay with that. Another thing I want to talk about is this idea of college too. I mean, this is a big topic for people. So I'm a college graduate, and I paid a lot for my education. I don't use it. I don't currently work as a 3D animation artist, although I'm sure I could. I just chose not to. So I wanted to talk about education too, and how it kind of transcends into the world that we live in today. Some of our most brilliant people didn't go to college. Some of our most influential people didn't go to college. And some of our most wealthiest people didn't finish college. So is college the end all? Is that where you're going to get educated and where you're going to find your niche in life and your career? I don't really think that anymore. I think it could be a tool. I don't think I would have gotten into video had I not attended a college class that talked about video. Animation, had I would have understood that I was an animator from the time I was 8 years old. Probably not. Not without a stop-motion animation movie or film. Not without that fascination ingrained in me in classes. So I think it did me personally some good artistic-wise, but overall, I don't think I've ever gotten a job because I was a college-educated person. So that in a nutshell kind of explains it all. So how are your thoughts? What do you think about the discourse in America today, the back and forth, not being able to agree? Do you disagree with me? Do you think people are able to have a discussion? I think for the most part, some people are, but overall, the overall understanding is that we can't. And it shows all over the place. Movies, music, news, everything. And then the second thing I wanted to throw out there to everybody is, the idea of college. Do you really think you need a college degree to have a career today? I think there's obviously going to be some degrees that are going to help you along the way if you're a doctor or a lawyer or you're an accountant. There's some IT careers that really need you to go to school because you wouldn't find the equipment on your own. Again, some video careers, you wouldn't be able to expose yourself to some of the equipment you're going to be working with without school, perhaps. So there are some segments of the world that probably still need to have some type of education to move forward. But overall, I'm not sure if necessarily every college graduate is coming out getting what they need to get out of it. And why aren't our skills being implemented more? So those are my 2 topics today. I will be back here next week, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Take care.